Hello and welcome for today's lecture on problem solving session. So we'll quickly go through these problems. First one, C8H8H12. So three sides of unsaturation. This looks like carbonyl and probably the unsaturated one. 200, once again it gives the indication for the carbonyl group. This 160 up, 126 up, they indicate the olefinic CH. These two are methylenes. This is quaternary carbon and this is methyl. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and probably this is 2. So if you compile everything here, that looks like a conjugated carbonyl, and of course gem dimethyl. Three sides of unsaturation, one because of this ring, one because of pi bond, one because of carbonyl group, and 26 methyls, maybe allylic, so deshielded. 35 and 33 maybe those methylenes. Okay, moving on to second example, 6 sides of unsaturation. Here 3 sides of unsaturation, 6 sides. So this is probably carbonyl group of an anhydride. This is quaternary carbon, this is CH, quaternary carbon, CH, 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 CH. So all these CH and this is OCH3. So anhydride, or you can think of acid also, because one OCH3 is there, so naturally one oxygen is being utilized, and that's why the probable structure I am putting COOH and OCH3 can be kept here. This is 1, 2, 3 quaternary carbons are there. So 1, 2, 3 quaternary carbons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 aromatic CH are there, or that olefinic CH are there, and OCH3 is also there, and carboxylic acid 172.6 is also there. So this is nothing but your orthomethoxycinnamic acid. Okay, now moving on to third example. Here the medium is given, so we can always think of losing this. Probably this is the driving force, and what we have, the outcome I am putting the methyl with double bond, and then CH2 CH2, this ultimately will become carbonyl, and then this will be CH, then 3 carbons are there as a side chain. So we have got one CH, this CH, rest are methyls or methylenes. So if you look at PMR, 3 proton triplet, probably this one 0.88 triplet, because it has got methylene as a neighbor. 1.2 to 1.6 multiplet, 4 proton, probably these two. 2.3 2.5 multiplet, 4 proton, this vinylic as well as the alpha. 2.7 broad singlet for 1 proton, probably this proton. 5.37 is this proton, multiplet because it can couple with this, even the long range methyl coupling would be there. 1.75 is this methyl. So that if you look at CMR, these quartets, this 19, 14, then these are all triplets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The most de-shielded would be the next to alpha, like next to carbonyl, then 34 is this one, 30 is this one, and 23 is this one, 48 doublet is this CH, 123 doublet is this one, 134 singlet is this one, 213 is this carbonyl. So, that is the reaction based question. So, you can always write down the product and explain the outcome of this reaction. Okay. Then next one is C7H14O. There are two isomers, PMR 12 millimeter and 2, LCM is 2. So, or LCM you can take it as 1 because these are 2, these are 12. So, I will just put this structure over here. This is the first isomer, 6 proton doublet, 1 proton multiplet, that is isopropyl group, and symmetrical molecule. A carbonyl group is to be there because 7 carbons we are supposed to count, 3 carbons here, 3 carbons here, and central is carbonyl. 18 strong because this gem dimethyls are there. 38 medium, that may be this CH, and 214 is the carbonyl. The second isomer, although the data is not very conclusive, but I will just put it this way. Nine proton singlet, that is tertiary butyl group, 2.23 is this singlet and 2.31 is singlet. So, CMR may not be exactly matching, but PMR certainly will tell you this is the ketone having methyl group on one side and CH2 tertiary butyl group on the other side. Okay. Now, the fifth example. Now, let me clean this part so that we can utilize this space for writing the answers. Okay. Okay. Moving on to fifth example, C7H10O3. C7H10O3. So, 1800, 17, 65 and with 3 oxygens, this is anhydride without any problem. These are 2 carbonyls of anhydride, quaternary carbon. These are methylenes and these are probably 2 methyls. That is the overall situation is triplet 2 proton, triplet 2 proton, they are the immediate methylenes, and these are 2 methyls which are isolated one. If you look at the sites of unsaturation, there are 3 sites of unsaturation. So, we can draw an anhydride with central oxygen. These are 2 carbonyls. So, 172 and 168 is taken care of. The chemical shift value of methyl 25. So, whether I put it here or here, it is same. And then these are the 2 triplets according to CMR. CMR also will give triplet, PMR will also give triplet because they are mutually coupled protons. 25 quartet methyl is this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 carbons, 10 hydrogens, 3 oxygens. So, that is the overall structure of the molecule. Now the next example where molecular formula is not given, but the data is given. This means it is a bromide. This is mass data. This means it is probably the phenolic OH. 5.2 may be that OH. This indicates para disubstituted ring. So only 4 carbons are there, that means some carbons are identical or equivalent. So phenolic OH is there and Br is also there. So if I start putting the things together, C6H5, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 BrO, if you put the summation 77, I will put C6H5 is 77, Br is 79, oxygen is 16. And this may be 79 or 81, accordingly it will be either 72 or 74 in the mass spectrum of the compound. So equal intensity, because in bromine 79 and 81 both are having equal abundance, so average weight is taken as 80. And para disubstituted, the chemical shifts I would tell, this is 6.8, this is 7.3, both are normal. 6.8 is up, quite upfield, this is normal, 7.3 is normal, because OH is compensating the electron withdrawing effect of Br in this case. So the product is parabromophenol. Okay. The last example in this session is the aldehyde, and this paranitrobenzyl chloride is treated with base. So what is the immediate thing happens? I will just put the aldehyde in this way. This is the acidic proton, one can abstract that with a base and you can expect the formation of Cl and then your benzene ring and of course the NO2 group there. This is the first step. Later on, upon heating, this may undergo elimination and so on, but now this is the first step. If you look at mass, mass gives one hint. Molecular mass odd means this should contain nitrogen. Nitrogen will certainly make the molecular mass odd. 90 base, that is 100% peak, and 89 is another peak. So if I look at this doublet, these are the two so probably the CHOH is 4.01 and CHCl is 3.89 something, you can say 3 hertz because they are cis to each other. 7.31 multiplied 5, so 7.31 is this part, that is a filled thing. And now here I will put the values on the top. 8.29 is ortho to nitro, 7.54 is meta to nitro. Meta to nitro is going to be upfilled, and if you look at the pattern, this is para disubstituted ring, the second ring we are talking about. This is mono substituted, this is para disubstituted, and everything is clear from here. No carbonyl group, so certain signals are missing, carbonyl is not there, so no peak above 160. So 148, 144, 136, all these if you count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, all 8 carbons and then remaining 2. Now 2 maybe CHOH and CHCl, they are 64 and 62 respectively. I am putting the carbon values. 148 is this one, 144 is this one, maybe 148 is this one, 136 is this one. These quaternary carbons, these are quaternary carbons. So 1, 2, 3, 3 quaternary carbons are there. So first 3 values you can assign to them. Then 130, 127, maybe here also Paradise substituted, you will have 2 sets only. So 2 carbons will be less. So 6 and 6, 12, 13, 14. Now instead of 14, how many we have? 3, 3, 6, 8 and 10. So only 10 are there. So 2 missing. Maybe here also you can get the similarities. So this is the probable structure of the molecule from this. So 241 mass, you can calculate this, it will come automatically like that. So C12, 13, 14, C14, you can always check, H5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 12 and then Cl, NO3, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 4, 12, Cl, NO2, O3. So you can check that, that is not a problem. That's all for today. Thank you very much.